guys, I'm Marely.
I'm Rochelle.
I'm Lucia.
And I'm Tania.
For our EVT social experiment, we decided to eat cereal in a quiet public library. We chose the YVC library at campus, and then so my part was to go into the library and then act like I was studying, and then a few minutes later, Lucia go ahead and walked in.
And then I brought in a bag with 2 different kinds of cereals. One of them was Cinnamon Toast Crunch and the other one was Honey Nut Cheerios. And then I also brought 2% milk and several bowls and spoons, and then I started eating with my mouth open. The reason why we chose Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Honey Nut Cheerios was because they were the crunchiest, and the reason why I chewed with my mouth open was to get more reactions out of people.
Okay, so then as Lucia was eating cereal and trying to be loud, a few minutes later, I decided to get up and go grab some cereal. I asked her, I was like, hey, is it okay if I get some cereal? And she said, yeah. And then I grabbed a bowl of cereal, and I put as less milk as possible just so we can get more sound out of the cereal and crunchiness, and then just hoping people to like maybe grab cereal also and like do maybe like a chain reaction. That's what we were hoping for.
So our experiment is abnormal because it is in a quiet library setting. Lucia walking in and bringing in food and chewing loudly, eating cereal definitely causes a distraction in the library and also violates the rules.
So there was roughly around 20 students in the library where we were all sitting, and we predicted 2 things: that people were going to stare a lot and at us, and especially Lucia and Marely for eating the cereal out loud, and at each other with puzzled looks trying to see if someone knew what was going on.
So for our actual observations, 3 of us began in the library, and I was sitting at the center couch against the window, and I noticed about 5 people staring at Lucia eating cereal, and one girl to my right, I believe, she kept laughing and staring and even took a Snapchat video of her.
I was sitting off to the back on a couch, and I noticed about 5 people staring at Lucia. There was a guy especially that stood out to me because he was staring and his expression was just complete shock. He didn't know what was going on, and it looked like he wanted to know what was going on. And when Marely went over to get the cereal, he was also staring and trying to figure out what was going on and why they were eating cereal at a library.
So for my observation, I watched a few minutes while I was waiting for Lucia. So I sat at a table where there was people already. There was 2 people. And when Lucia sat at the table and started taking out her cereal boxes and her milk, the girl that was actually sitting in front of me, she was listening to music. She actually took out her headphones and started looking like she wanted to like paying attention, like what's going on. And then the girl that was sitting next to me, she turned around and stared at Lucia, and she was just kind of like had a smirk on her face, like, okay, like what is she doing? And then after that, that's when I kind of went over. She had already been eating cereal for a few minutes, so that's when I went over and grabbed the bowl of cereal, and then I brought it back, and then they were staring at me. I could feel them staring at me, but I just tried to keep eating and then doing my work, and that's about it that I observed.
Our EVT project social research experiment first hypothesis did come true. We got a lot of stares. For our second hypothesis, it did not come true because we predicted that people were going to be staring at each other and be giving each other puzzle looks so they could figure out what was going on, but that one did not happen at all. We had a lot of fun during our EVT project social experiment, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe.